and welcome to another episode of Extinct Originals.
Qianzhousaurus, the top predator in these Asiatic forests.
And for tonight's episode, we will be featuring Qianzhousaurus from Prehistoric Planet. And here's the making of Qianzhousaurus.
Alright, so since we're making the Qianzhousaurus, I believe that is how it's pronounced. We have kit bashed here, the previously, shown unboxing video that we had. We extended the head, of course, because the Qianzhousaurus actually has the longest head of a Tyrannosaurid. We, of course, made it in a way that it would actually be standing on a more accurate, at least, stance, and also how it should actually look like as a dinosaur. Then we have also adjusted the length and also replaced the articulation here so that it's not a screw-on thing for our dinosaur here. We also have added here small arms because this has two little fingers, much like that of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. We also included here studs because initially it doesn't have one, and we took off the spikes or shoots or osteoderms on the back of the Qianzhousaurus. Definitely, we also lengthened out the tail because it's quite short. It's up until here only, so this one is much more in keeping with the real dinosaur, and it also provides balance, also counterbalance, I believe, on the figure itself, so it doesn't fall off because the head is too heavy or something like that. So this is how we're going to start off, but eventually we're going to bulk this up by using equal parts of epoxy A and B, and after our sculpting, then definitely we will be moving on with painting and so on. So I'll see you on the next one here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this is also a removable thing on the figure. So we're currently sculpting on the head of our Qianzhousaurus, and you can see here that, well, it's pretty rough at the moment, but soon enough, once I'm done, and also I wet sanded this one, it's going to pretty much look the way I want it to be. But overall, it already has the shape of the head of the Qianzhousaurus. You can see here it has a long snout with several ornamentations such as horns, I believe, and then as much as possible I tried to put on lips on this one, but if some of it are showing, then that's some limitation I actually have for this particular figure. But well, it does look like a Qianzhousaurus at the moment, so I'm happy with it. Let's just move along with the rest of the body. So, and here's the complete scope of our Qianzhousaurus. You can see that there's a lot of clay being used here, so this takes around 4 to 6 hours to cure. After that, we will be wet sanding this one so that the edges would be much smoother, and then also the figure is paint ready, or ready to paint, or ready to do primer at least. Yeah. Alright. Hi everyone. Well, so we have actually primered this Qianzhousaurus over here, and it's in gray because most of the colors will be browns anyway, and so this has already dried, and we're going to paint this already. So of course, the materials that we will be using would be some acrylics, permanent marker, some brushes, water, and also my handy dandy blow dryer over here just to hasten the process. Alright, so let's start with the painting. So here we're starting off with a mix of burnt sienna, also some raw sienna, white, a little bit of green, and some yellow ochre. And we're painting this, well, practically entirely on the figure, because the Qianzhousaurus is actually almost all brown and just yellow stripes on it. But of course we're going to create some interesting lines and also some shadings on this one so that it's not just one black color. So the next color we have in here is actually lighter, tone of brown. The one we had earlier on, we just mixed a little bit of red and some more white to it, and then we came up with this particular color. So this would be the transition color that would be generally seen on the entire figure. But since the bottom half and also the top portions of the actual dinosaur would be a little bit darker than than the rest of the body, then we will just situate this in the midmost portions of our dinosaur. So mix here a lighter colors of pinks and also some reds on our color palette, and we're putting some details of speckling on, well, practically entire figure, because the Qianzhousaurus actually has that, and this also helps to break down the brownish colors of the figure. Later on there would be additional colors of brownish greens on the figure, outlining the stripes, so we'll be putting that on the figure as well. So here's an even redder mark on our Qianzhousaurus. This is the mixture of burnt sienna, some red, and a little bit of yellow ochre, and we're putting this on strategic parts of the Qianzhousaurus, so it brings more interest into the overall lizardscape. Sometimes it would also reflect as some sort of random detail as well. And now for some of the details. So the Qianzhousaurus actually has stripes that are lighter, but the stripes are actually bordered with a darker greenish brown colors. So we're putting those first before we put on the yellow lighter stripes. So we're being careful so that not to overdo the stripes here, because once you paint this one on, there's no turning back. So please be mindful of the gaps between the stripes and don't overdo the stripes. So now it's time for us to add in the stripes. So this is actually one of your opportunities to correct or at least cover those imperfections that you have in your skull, because if you go over the lines of your sculpture and there are cracks, things like that, which you may not really avoid because of certain difficulties in sculpting. This you can cover up with your stripes or with your details when you're actually already painting. But I guess one tip from me is that don't make it too much in terms of what you need to correct. You have to at least be precise in all that you do, so that you won't have to go through the extent of going overboard with your details just to cover your imperfections. Okay? Alright, so after us doing the stripes will just be doing on some of the details on our figure, and that should actually end our making. So let's now move along with the next portion of this video.
And here are the winners of our Guess the Species contest. Starting off with our lucky picks. We have Luke Harrington, Ayosiete, Albert Mammoth, Lakshmi Siva, Unofficial Jurassic World, Martin Ramirez, Jurassic France, Cretaceous Cough, Gabriel Elkins, and Swollen Head of Dragons. Congratulations! And here are top 10. Robert Stone, Prehistoric Species. Soul Street, Lego Vietnam Bricks, Memeraptor, Rainmark 11 years old boy, Rudy Dino Art, Mechanic Tiger, Prehistoric Life, and our top one, Cretaceous Bricks. Congratulations everyone, and congratulations Cretaceous. And for those of you who want to join, it's so easy. Just type Extinct Bricks and then go to the community link for you to see our latest posts. And take it away, Extinct Bricks.
Hi again everyone, and here is our finished custom Qianzhousaurus. So the Qianzhousaurus, well, that is how the the narrator actually pronounced it, is it's spelled in a different way. It's a Qian and then ZHOU, Qianzhousaurus. Qianzhousaurus. But anyways, the Qianzhousaurus here is the completed version that I made, and it has a really cool effect to it. It looks very similar to the actual figure, but of course no one is much happier here than EB, because again, he'll be presenting one of those Tyrannosaurids that he's actually looking forward to see, and here is the Qianzhousaurus. So the Qianzhousaurus is part of the Alioraminidae family or genera, I forgot, but this one has particularly long snout to it. So you can see here the snout of the T-Rex, well, it technically is a T-Rex, is much shorter compared to the snout of the Qianzhousaurus. Well, EB will be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's now proceed with this one. The Qianzhousaurus is actually based off from this particular photo over here, which is again a screenshot that I got from the Prehistoric Planet series. It's a really cool video wherein it was actually hunting in two different situations. So I really like how they depicted the Qianzhousaurus there in a particular series. It looks really accurate. It has some feathering details on top, although very what do you call that? It's not very apparent. It is just a smooth and brownish feathering on the back. So I didn't include that because it would just look messy. But nonetheless, here is me at least carrying over and producing that particular species from the series. So the Qianzhousaurus here is a really cool custom of mine, where it has several articulations to it, so it definitely can open and close its mouth like so. Yeah, it can move its head and neck. This one has, if you can see, I have somehow covered some of the teeth like so, but still a few remaining seen. It can of course move its arms, move its legs as if it's walking or running, and then that's it. The tail here I didn't got the chance to remove because it's quite hard, because there's no particular tail size for this one that is accurate. So went on ahead with just a full-on, much like most Lego Raptors that we have. So the Qianzhousaurus here has several striping details to it, has many tones of browns, as what I have mentioned in the making of the video. It has a tonish red hue to it as well. Some detailing on the feet, webbing, and also some on the head. Of course, it has a black color on the snout, and also on the horn section, and of course the head section of our Qianzhousaurus. And yeah, so that's it. It has also 2 fingers and 2 claws on the arms, and yeah, it's a typical Tyrannosaurid, which had strong legs and of course a strong body, but smaller definitely compared to our Tyrannosaurus Rex. And that's it for the closer look on our Qianzhousaurus. Let's now move along with the next portion of this video. And Evie here is back for some size comparisons with our Qianzhousaurus, and basing it out from this particular photo over here of the Qianzhousaurus versus a human, or 6 foot tall human. This is actually about quite the right size. So it was also mentioned in the Prehistoric Planet video or series that the Qianzhousaurus is around 30 feet long. So comparing it with this particular minifigure, which we assume around 6 feet in length or in height, would be just around size. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 6 would be 30. So this would be around the correct size of the Qianzhousaurus. So quite a large predator, to be honest. Well, now let's move along with our size comparisons with other creatures that we have. So we have mid-size to large theropods that we have here for comparison. First up, we have the Carnosaurus from Jurassic Park, The Lost World novel. So this is I would call the chameleon Carnotaurus. It has quite a strong details in terms of how it looks like. It has those chameleon-like eyes to it, and then of course when you put it with Lego colored foliage, it would actually disappear. So somehow it manages to blend in with the surroundings. So that is the Carnotaurus here, just a good size for Carnotaurus, I believe. So check out the video, guys, on this particular custom. It's a cool one, and you might want to enjoy and also make one your own. Also, I have here Qianzhousaurus. So the Qianzhousaurus is a smaller size Spinosaurid, as you can see here, and was just recently discovered. So that is why, or that's the reason why we intended to make one here in the channel. So our Qianzhousaurus. If you haven't seen this video yet on our Qianzhousaurus, guys, then please check it out in our Extinct Prix playlist. So later on, I'll also be placing in the links. And then of course we have the Torvosaurus from Prehistoric Planet, or Prehistoric Kingdom, I mean. So that particular game is quite a good game, to be honest. And although I haven't really downloaded it, I don't have a game, but looking at YouTube videos of it, the way you manage zoos with your dinosaurs in it, with really accurate looking dinosaurs, is something that you might want to take a look into. So, but nonetheless, we made the Torvosaurus from the particular game based on from that, and this is how it looks like. So similarly, the size here would be the same, but if you're going to take a look at it more closely over here on the back side, the height of the legs here is quite different compared to the usual raptor, what do you call this, Indoraptor or Baryonyx base figure that we use. This is also much smaller in terms of the height of the body, and definitely a bit smaller compared to overall length of the dinosaur, as you can see here. So this looks quite large because it has a long snout, but comparing it more closely, it does have those differences in terms of size. So moving on to our next comparison here, this is the Ceratosaurus from Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park 3. So the Ceratosaurus have been remade several times, and this is the last version that I did from before, although I would say that we can still probably make some changes to it, but let me know in the comments below if you'd like to make for us to see another Ceratosaurus in the comments below, and let me know of what type, or probably what would be the basis, or what references you'd like to see of the Ceratosaurus, because actually this is one of my favorite dinosaurs, at least medium-sized dinosaurs ever. Alright, so moving on to the next one, this is the Allosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion. So it has that terrible look to it. It has a ton of details also in terms of painting as well as the sculpt. Again, this is very similar in terms of overall body proportions to that of the Turbosaurus, thus it is much larger than our Qianzhousaurus. So that is the Allosaurus, guys, for you. And last but not least, of course, would be the Baryonyx from Jurassic World Dominion. So this particular dinosaur over here has a mechanical arm to it. I know that the Baryonyx in that particular film is a small one, the one with the arm, but it grew, and this is how it looked like after it has grown. So the Baryonyx from Jurassic World Dominion. So guys, this is again using the Baryonyx body. As you can see here, there's not a lot of modifications that I did here, but of course included some more details on the back sculpt, and also added more detail on the articulations, especially on the arms as well as the neck area. So that is the Baryonyx from Jurassic World Dominion, guys. So check out the video. And that's it for our size comparisons, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's now move along to the next one. And here are all the dinosaurs that I've shown you here so far on this particular video. But if you do have other suggestions of other species that you'd like to see here on Extinct Freaks, then please comment them down below in the comment section. Yeah, I do read them up, and if I feel that that is something that I would like to include in my collection, then probably I'm going to make it. Also, Evie here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Freaks playlist over here. But I'll be also placing in individual links of all that you see here, so that you won't have to go through all the 400 plus videos that I've already uploaded in this channel. Well, let's start with our Extinct Freaks PC roll call, shall we? Starting out from this side, this is our Extinct Freaks Jurassic World Ceratosuchops. This is our Extinct Freaks Prehistoric Kingdom Torvosaurus, our Extinct Freaks Jurassic Park Ceratosaurus, our Extinct Freaks Jurassic World Dominion Allosaurus adult. This is our Extinct Freaks Jurassic World Dominion Baryonyx adult as well, with the mechanical arm. And this is our Extinct Freaks Jurassic Park The Lost World novel Carnotaurus. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Of course, the start to show here, this is our Extinct Freaks Extinct Freaks Prehistoric Planet Qianzhousaurus. So if you happen to like this particular video and similar contents that I have here on this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of all the uploads that I have here, and even the activities that I have lined up for in the community section of my channel. Also, please don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. Of course, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, as well as Twitter. So that's it, guys, and thank you so much for watching and staying until the end of this video. Again, if you'd like to help out the channel, please do not skip on all the ads, and I'll see you on the next, guys. Thank you so much. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Ibito Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch our videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, guys, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, bye!